Hey guys, how you doing today? I need to repot this plant, and I also want to separate it and cut this back part off. You can see, oh, this is a big one. You can see this beautiful plant. Now, I don't know the exact name of it. Try not to knock over my pot, which I'm going to. This is the back of her. This is the section that I want to cut and flip around. I'll show you what I'm going to do. How I'm going to do it. But the name, okay, this was sent to me about 3 summers ago by my girlfriend Jess. You can see how it grows. It's really a wide, strappy leaf. You can see this section. I'll be able to show it to you better once I start unpotting it. She gave me, I think it was 2 pieces, it looks like, 2 of the original pieces. But she didn't know the name of it, and at first I had it down as a Rhipsalis elliptica. But then I was looking about, I don't know, a month or 2 ago, and I found what I think it is the Epiphyllum Oxypetalum, Oxypetalum. I'll put it on the screen. But if any of you guys have this plant and you know what it is, let's see if I can get... It grows this big long stem. You can see it's really, well, you're not going to be able to see. And then it starts growing the leaves. And those are what the leaves look like, front and back. But the problem I'm having with her is, where I have her hanging, I gotta move those, where I have her hanging, the back is getting squished up against the wall, curtain, and window, no matter where I put her. And my second issue is I just don't have room to have a big flopping plant, because I have a lot of plants. And you can see how I have these 2 big stalks tied together. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put her into this bigger floor pot, and then I have my plant stand in my living room. I'm going to put her up on that. So, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm kind of really nervous about doing this, and I hope that I do not upset this plant. She just continually grows for me summer, fall, winter, spring. She never quits. But I have her in really bright southern windows in the winter and a grow light. Now where I'm going to be moving her, she's going to be just under a grow light. So what I'm going to do is, now I just watered her a couple of days ago really good, and then I watered her again this morning, like about 2 hours ago. But, oops, let's get this out of the way, because I'm just going to keep knocking it over. This thing is going everywhere. And I know you're supposed to, you know, in most of my plants I do let them kind of grow out in every direction and keep turning your plant. But I just don't have the room to let my plants do that. If I could grow outside all year long, that would be super great. Or had a really great sunroom. You know, I could probably let her go crazy. I absolutely love this plant. She is one of my favorites. But I'm going to dump her out carefully, hopefully. I'm just going to kind of hang on to her, and I have to water her so often. Oh yeah, she definitely needs to be in a bigger pot. Get rid of that. I'm just going to have to throw it down here. But what I want to do is, okay, I'm going to put her back up on here. You can see she's dripping with water. Her roots are, I don't want to move her around too much because I don't want to break her. I'm just trying to see here. Oh. I gotta wipe my hands off. Okay. I had to go let my dog in. She was woofing. Okay, I'm going to carefully move her around this way. Because this is the part that, you can see this here is one of the cuttings that Jessica sent me. And then the other one is right here. It's really a big, long, strappy leaf. And I love it. But what I want to try to do is, I want to cut this part off, or break it apart, and then flip it. You can see the, you guys see the new growths it has on it, and it grows these cool little arrow roots. But I think, because I'm seeing it now, I think it, no, that isn't one. Okay, this is separate from this growth. So I'm just going to try to pull it apart. God, all the watering that I did, it's very root bound. It definitely needs to be in a bigger pot, for one. I don't want to use my knife. I would rather just try to gently separate, and I think she's coming out here pretty darn good. I got a big root over here. It's kind of amazing, as much as I have watered her this week in preparation for this, because I wanted her to be nice and hydrated before I did this. I'm trying to figure out, okay, that root goes to that plant. I have her in soil and cocoa coir and lots of perlite. Okay, she is coming out of here pretty good. Yes, I think she's loose. Gosh, I hate doing this to my plants, but I really needed to move her so you can see. Should be able to show you a little bit better. This was the original leaf cutting that Jessica sent me. And she grew out here, she grew out here, she's got a little tiny baby right there. And these are the leaves. I mean, they're just gorgeous. But I want to put her like this. Try to separate maybe, and so she's growing all in one direction, like I have my big huge orchid cactus growing all in one direction, because it just makes it easier for me as a grower, a house grower, especially with these plants that get massive like these. You want to be able to, you know, stay in control of the plant, especially when you have a lot of plants. So I'm just going to set this over here. carefully to get rid of these. They're causing a distraction for me. And I am going to put her in this big pot right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I guess I'll put her back up here. Is that easier for you guys to see? God, I hate touching my camera when I'm all grainy, but okay, now I'm going to be using, I don't want to lose my tags here, even though I don't know if it's the right name or not, but this pot is just an old pot that, what did I have in this pot this summer? Oh, I had my Bird of Paradise in here, I think. No, I didn't. I have my cypress in here. But it has big, huge holes, so I am going to put my coffee filters, I just ripped mine in half, and then lay them down. Keeps all the dirt from spilling out. I'm going to need 3 halves, so I just take it and rip it, and that's what I use. Keeps all the dirt from spilling out. Now this is quite a big pot to be putting her into, but it's the only pot that I have. I am getting so short on pots. It's not funny. I'm seeming to be stuck between, I have a lot of 4s and a lot of 6s, but I need 8s and 10s and a little higher, and I'm running out, guys. I'm running out, so I need to do some serious plant pot shopping. Okay, I had to grab a little more soil. So what I'm going to do, I'll see where this is sitting. I think, hopefully, oh, we're stuck. Yeah, that's about right. Now, I'm going to take one of my skewers, or bamboo poles, whatever, and I'm just going to, while I'm potting her, because I don't want her to flip out, just kind of stick that down in there to hold her. Actually, that's going to be in the way, I think. Let's try it this way. I just absolutely love this plant. I love how it starts growing these big, long, huge, kind of reminds me of my aloe vera plant in a way. Now I want to take this one, which, okay, I'm going to have to put some more soil on this end. And I want to tuck up under here. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to have to take her in and give her a shower. I'm getting her super filthy. Okay, I just want to kind of lay her down here. Okay, it needs a little more soil. Let me... Oh, I just heard something crack. Let me get a little more soil down in here. Still not quite enough. Okay. There, I think that's pretty good. Okay. Now I'm just gonna finish filling in. I'm going to get in the middle here. Now, let's see where we're at. that is going to work so much better for where I want to put her. She will be so much happier in this bigger pot. She was very root bound in that pot, which was why I was having to repot her. Repot her. Why I was having to water her every time I turned around. I want to get the front of this tighter. I want to push her down a little bit more. Get her stable down here in the pot. And then get some more soil pushed up around here. Because once I water her, this will all settle. But I like to make sure my soil is tight. And the plant is tight in the pot. Plants like to feel secure. I know that sounds funny, but if it's dangling... Okay, I think I can take this skewer out now. That helped my purpose. She needs a little more down in here. Whee! Oh my goodness. And I think I need just a hair more soil down here. And then once I water her in, I'm going to have to go in and spray her off in the shower because I got dirt all over her. She'll like that. And I'm not going to water her completely because I'm going to have to pick her up and put her up on a high shelf. So I'll water her more thoroughly at another time. But she seems secure now. And you guys can see now she looks fuller. And I won't have to worry about she'll all grow forward now. I'm just kind of rearranging. That new growth will kind of hold the top part up, and then it can all just kind of start cascading down into one plant. But I absolutely love this plant. I'm going to put my tags back in so I don't forget them. Oh, I'll do that. And then I'll end up having 20 tags, and I'm going, oh no. Try to figure out what's what now. But let me move this. There she is. My Epiphyllum, Oxypetalum. She is a beauty. I absolutely love her. If any of you guys know for sure the name of this plant, let me know. I will take some close-up pictures of her and put them up on the screen before and after the video so maybe you can get a little bit better look at the actual leaves, but they're very thin. I have a lot of orchid cactuses, but this is not like an orchid cactus leaf. It's much thinner. It's more like a paper. And it's whiter. And it still has these ripples in it, but it's definitely not any kind of an orchid cactus that I already have. So if any of you guys know the name of her, please let me know. And I will show you, once I get her up, I will show you where I'm putting her. And I'll also show you a close-up of my other orchid cactus that I have, and you can see they definitely are not the same plant. So, alright guys, I am going to talk to you later, and I will show you her once I get her up on the shelf. Talk to you later. Bye. Peace.